Okay, so I got a new job at a bank. Okay, and we have to open safes, right? Obviously,
Yeah, it's a bank.
it's pretty dope.
Safe choice.
But I feel like such a safe cracker whenever I do it, right?
Well, you are white and
And-
you're opening safes.
And I was like, wow, I'm like a fucking thief, right? Like I'm cracking these safes, and I'm just such a fucking safe cracker.
yeah.
But then I thought about it for a little bit longer, and I realized I'm kind of a dangerous cracker, you know. So thank you for ruining my joke, my lead-in.
Was that the punchline?
Say the line.
Buenos dias.
Good afternoon.
That's mine. Good evening. Wow.
I mean,
this,
everything's fucked
this
up.
got fucked up.
Good morning.
We have RT in the building again.
What?
So. Yeah. Our first return guest.
Yeah,
Very
for
funny.
season 2.
Yeah.
I am here to talk about Godzilla Come.
That's
It's
true.
definitely-
You're jumping ahead.
it's-
Don't jump ahead.
Yeah, God,
we'll get there.
Talk about what is it called? Jumping the gun a bit.
Talk about
Jumping the
premature.
cum.
Burying
okay.
the lead. But it's definitely not our first recurring guest because he's the easiest to get a hold of or anything like that. You know, like our people.
Yeah, exactly.
Our
It's
people
not like-
know his people.
Yeah, and
so-
it's
Normally,
definitely.
I'm sleeping.
Yeah, we can
Actually,
pencil
I
him in
take
pretty
that-
easily.
I
I
was
take
gonna
that back.
say.
Normally, I'm being kept awake. This is the
Yeah.
first time I'm actually on the podcast.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
because
Definitely doesn't happen directly outside of his.
That's what
door.
I was gonna say. It's not like he lives in the place that we record or
Yeah,
anything.
it's
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, which actually with that, like, why haven't we had him on sooner? Oh yeah, because he's normally being kept up by our shenanigans.
Yes, it's fine. We don't want him here mansplaining to us every week.
Exactly.
for the women in the audience, mansplaining is
Nice. Nice.
Oh wow!
We're starting
Hey,
off strong.
our demographic is mainly female, so
It
you better
is.
watch out.
Yeah,
You're
watch
tanking our numbers right
yeah,
now.
absolutely.
So you're telling me I'm gonna have to explain it twice, man? Fuck.
Whoa.
Wow.
Wow. Ayo.
Okay. So back to what we were discussing.
Yeah, we were just having some fun conversation.
So, to answer your question, Josh, because I think the question will provide enough context to what we were discussing. My favorite John
but-
Wick.
If not, we have RT here to explain it. So
Awful. Okay, so my favorite John Wick film is
Yes.
probably number 2.
Ah.
Number 2 is good.
See-
it has the strongest visual style, I think, and the action choreography was probably at its peak there, just because no one really expected John Wick 1 to be as successful as it was. So they were like, "Oh shit, we can just go crazy with this."
see, I don't know, because I'm trying to remember what happens in the second one, and I don't remember.
that's the one
So-
with Ruby Rose playing the deaf girl. She signs all of her shit.
I have no idea. That does not ring any bells. I've watched all 3 of them, and I know. So like
Well, now
the
there's
sec-
4, so
Yeah, okay. Well, I haven't watched the 4th one yet, but that just makes me question because, like, I remember what happens in the first one. I remember what happens in the third one because I think I like the third one the best because
Sure.
that's the one with him riding the horse, right? Yeah, dude. And like
Yeah, that
again,
one was wild.
and I also like I love watching the main character lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I love films.
that
and-
homie has not won a day in his life, bro.
Oh come on, he was a badass all through John Wick 1. He absolutely won
His
that.
wife and dog died.
Okay, listen.
That's
the whole
not
premise.
Really a W.
Listen.
You're taking.
Well,
He
you're not
he started
wrong.
below ground floor.
Okay.
and he had to work.
I'm-
his
Well,
way
but he
up.
was working
glad
his
I'm
way
a
up.
badass. Too bad I lost my wife and dog and everything.
Sure.
Yeah, and I mean,
sucks.
is revenge really
That's
like
fair.
winning? You know, like that's
I mean,
kind of
he
the whole point of the
definitely-
movie.
He was the one that was alive. Is that the point of the movie? I thought it was just to
He's-
watch Keanu Reeves
well,
kill some people.
That is the
That is the
central
point of it.
I would say that one
Yeah.
of
The
the
point of it is Keanu Reeves. I will.
See,
admit.
okay. Well, regardless,
Oh,
you guys
okay.
are sidetracking me. No.
Yeah, well, go for it. You're fine. You're fine.
I mean, I kind of already said the point, but like
You don't
the-
remember what happened in the second movie.
I don't remember, but what I was gonna say is like in the third one, I like the way that he like falls off the building and just goes like bouncing off the shutters and like hits
Yeah.
the ground
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like gets pulled like and he's fucked up. I love that shit. I love seeing like the main character, the hero, whatever lose.
Yeah.
It's so great.
He's
That's
just
why,
never won. He's never won.
and that's okay. Okay.
homie's never won.
He's won a lot of battles. He lost the war. We'll say that.
yeah, fair.
Okay.
So
But just side note, that's
Yes.
why I like the third Spider-Man, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man, because like again, I remember that scene at the end where he's like Spider-Man is like stuck to the I-beam or whatever and just getting hammered. I love that shit.
okay,
Anyway.
so you're actually proving my point again because Spider-Man is another hero that never
Never
wins. Absolutely never wins. He started out just with the worst lot.
Well, then maybe I just.
And I'm talking pre-Uncle Ben, bro. His family is dead, right? Like his parents. He's an orphan, and then everything happens.
Yeah.
So he's just
fair.
never
He's
coming
just
back
never
from
won.
that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of his whole point, because even in the MCU movies, he think
Never
about
really
where
won,
think about where he's at right now in the movies, where nobody knows who the
so
fuck
fucking
he is.
sad, and I love that shit.
So that's why Spider-Man
wait.
is such. It doesn't matter what version of Spider-Man, because Spider-Verse kind of even tackles that. But the new Spider-Verse, but it doesn't matter. Spider-Man just never has a good time.
Speaking of which, I still haven't watched the new Spider-Man.
Me
Fuck
neither.
you guys.
So
I
I'm
haven't
going to
watched
say,
it either.
no. There's context to this of why I'm saying this, because guess who went to go watch the movie when they explicitly said that we're gonna go watch it, all three
That's
of us.
fucked up. I already know who he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wyatt, you fucking autistic bastard.
Yeah, and literally, it's like, so
Hey,
go
Wyatt.
ahead.
I've seen it too. It's okay.
Yeah, you both watched it.
Okay.
Wait
so
out yourself.
Did you guys go together though?
no.
Oh, okay.
No,
That
they
makes me
kissed.
feel a little better.
I'm actually going
That
to
makes me
say
feel a little
though,
better.
because I want to talk about Spider-Man, but I do want to make a point on John Wick. But
Yeah.
I'll put my Spider-Man in my pocket. Okay.
Yeah, you do that.
So second John Wick film.
Yeah.
My favorite. Okay.
Yes.
And it's fair that you can't remember what happens in that one, even though it probably has some of the best world building and storytelling in all four of the movies. But John Wick 4 was fantastic just because Donnie Yen, right?
Yeah.
Classic martial artist, is in
yeah.
it. And not really spoilers, but he plays a blind guy.
Of course.
Right.
I mean,
And
he just looks
dude,
like the guy that just can't see anything.
I
you know?
think technically a lot of his roles have been. I know at least recently, Star Wars Rogue One. He was the blind guy.
Exactly.
And he's just a master at what he does. He's amazing.
Yeah,
like just
so good.
fucking phenomenal. And he, even if he wasn't a blind guy, everything that he does in that movie is amazing. But then, of course, because it's a ridiculous action movie, they have to up the ante.
Yeah.
It just gets better because of
Okay.
it. So
see, I need to watch it.
Before I bring it back to Spider-Man, I want to get all of your favorite John Wick movies out of the four, because
Well, I've already said 3.
you think 3 is
I
like
do think 3.
beef
Like,
one?
1 is good. It definitely set the precedence, and it's fucking hilarious because he's like, they killed my dog. You know what I mean? Which I get, bro. But it's not just his dog.
Yeah,
it's the dog my wife gave me.
Yeah.
You
Very
know what
sad.
I mean? Very sad. How heartwarming, And like,
Heartbreaking. And
no, it's heartwarming that he cared enough about his wife that he went on that rampage of killing hundreds of people.
I think that
listen,
he's kind of like Batman with a different backstory because he really just he has a decent amount of resources at his disposal, right? And he's just part of this clandestine League of Assassins type group.
Yeah.
So it's very much that satisfying action story,
and it's just
but
good.
also it's better in the sense that you get to see a lot more violence because
Which I
it's
love.
not like he has some sort of moral code. He's
Yeah,
just like, no, fuck
and
you
again,
guys.
but here's the other thing that I would say that makes John Wick maybe better than Batman. Well, and maybe not so much, but out of everything I see,
different in a positive way.
Well, let me tell you what I'm thinking. Is because again, John Wick, even in the fights, he doesn't seem like a superhuman. He seems like a guy who's just really good at killing people.
Yes.
So even when he gets hit, or when he's in a fight, it's not perfect, and he gets hurt. You know, I just feel like that's not the way it is with Batman.
I think
Batman seems
obviously.
untouchable. You know what I mean?
That's his whole thing, right?
Exactly.
Even if some of the newer movies and comics have kind of gone into where it's just a facade and he has to go repair himself after every fucking fight, right? I do agree. At the same time, I think that because of the way that John Wick is positioned in the movies, right, where he is still the central character, he definitely takes a fucking pounding.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, he gets away with more than he should, but at the same time, I'm willing to let it slide because it's a fucking movie.
Yeah, I agree.
Archie.
I agree.
I need to take this off track for half a second.
Oh,
Wyatt,
please.
did you just confuse on the screen physicist Stephen Hawking's with Tony Hawk's?
Tony Hawk.
Wait, what?
I am
just
talking
so you
like
guys-
that retarded guy that is in the wheelchair.
Sounds like
Physicist
Tony
Stephen
Hawk.
Hawking, who came up with when to use regular physics and when to use fucking
Just so you guys know why.
Yep, that's Tony Hawk's.
Wait, yeah, so what is this?
It's Tony Hawk, too, not Tony Hawk.
Did you think that Tony Hawk was a world-renowned physicist that was in a wheelchair and talked with like an AI robot?
Yeah, no, it sounds. He says, to be fair, he does say sounds like
shred
Tony Hawk.
This shit.
I
think one of the best parts about having a guest on with our current setup is that
Wyatt can't
cannot
talk
rebuttal
anymore.
nearly as quickly.
He can't. This takes us
Well,
back
he
to like
also
the first few
it's
episodes.
Tony Hawk, not Tony Hawk's.
It's okay.
Everything about what you said is amazing.
I love it. I think it's hilarious. Somebody needs to type this up or embroider it.
Tony Hawk's
the
is Tony
retarded
Hawk's.
smart guy.
The retarded smart guy.
Please. Okay, fuck that. That's
incredible.
absurd.
That's
Oh
incredible.
my
Wait,
God.
and why are you bringing that up, Wyatt?
Comedic genius.
The smart vegetable.
Like, why are you talking about?
here.
Why are you even bringing this
Pass
up?
the mic.
Yeah,
we
pass
need
it over.
Wyatt to elaborate here.
Yeah. So what is this?
It's because I can't actually talk for myself, so a
So you're
computer's
talking
doing it.
through the computer.
Yeah, I said
Okay.
I'm talking
Oh.
like that retarded smart dude in the wheelchair.
Let's just keep
using
saying
the
retarded
computer.
over and over. Let's
Yeah,
keep
let's see
saying
how
it.
many times we can say it. You know.
People will love that.
To quote the
Yeah.
old guy from Baby Driver, retarded means slow. Was he slow?
Was he slow? Was he slow?
I haven't
was
seen
he,
Baby Driver.
Was he,
Was
was he slow? Was he slow? He remixes that.
Well,
he
I'll
has
be
those tape
damned.
recorders.
He did remix it.
Yeah.
Still got to
I
kill
need.
him,
I still
Okay.
need. That's another movie I need to watch. But
Great movie.
yeah.
That's on the agenda.
And
okay.
also,
It is really
so Wyatt did say that he has only seen the first John Wick, so I'm assuming that's his favorite.
I mean, by
Slash
default, it has
By
maybe.
default. What
Okay.
about you, RT?
RT.
It's honestly a tie between the first and the third one.
Those
Oh,
are
The
some
third
good
one
ones.
was really
See,
good.
he's smart.
because-
Those are my
The third
answers.
one actually
So-
feels like the pinnacle of John
right,
Wick.
Yeah.
right.
Now that I've seen all four of
There
them,
was a
just
bunch
because
of
it goes
scenes-
absolutely
Plus-
It
bombastic.
goes crazy.
Not that the other ones don't,
The f-
but that one, like he's riding a horse
Yeah.
through, like
Dude,
I think
I
downtown.
love
the
that
first
shit.
one,
and
the
it's great.
The first one, though, the way that he kills, I forget the names. I suck with names.
It doesn't matter.
But he kills that guy's son who started the whole
Yes.
shit.
The guy
The
from
way
Game
that
of
he
Thrones.
kills him.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
way that he kills him, where he just walks up, the dude says, tries to scream, wait, and talks, and he just, bam.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, over, done.
Good shit.
That's just like nice.
They
but I was,
they did a lot
Nice.
of really solid character work without knowing if they would ever get additional
Yeah.
movies in
Yeah.
that first movie, just
it-
because that dude's a hitman. He's not like he might be doing it out of passion, but
Yeah.
he's still like a stone cold killer.
yeah.
And
It's like-
also they did the most with Keanu Reeves, right? Because Keanu Reeves is in like his like comeback era right now, right? Like he was
Yeah.
in Cyberpunk. He's getting tons of movie roles again, right? Say what you will, there was a time, and not very many people remember this, or at least not many people our age remember this. Keanu Reeves, for a very long time, was used as the example of a bad actor.
Really?
Yes,
I didn't know
because-
about that
because
either
of the
because of Bill and
Matrix,
Ted or what?
Not just yes, pretty much everything, and I still stand by this. Right?
know-
he acts like he's in a porno.
That's fucking
Tell me he doesn't
hilarious.
deliver all of his lines the same, and that's not a bad thing. I love the guy, right?
For
Based
John
on,
Wick,
based on
it
what I
worked
do know about
perfectly.
him.
Well,
Yeah,
see, and
based on what I
actually-
know about him, he's
so-
amazing.
and
but
you know what-
he's not
but-
a phenomenal.
Well, but here's the
actor.
thing, and like, and I kind of do agree with you, but like for the reasons why he's an awful actor.
Work to his benefit.
Well, so the reasons why he's a bad actor is exactly why he's the perfect action star.
I
And-
agree.
And here's the
He
reason.
needs fewer words.
he's just straight to the point.
Well, no,
yeah.
no. Here's the reason why is because again, why do people watch the action movies and stuff? Well, one for the visuals, right? But the thing is, and this is the say, it kind of we were talking about Spider-Man. I don't think we brought it up on the pod yet, but we were talking about Spider-Man. It's the same reason why Spider-Man is one of the most
We
popular.
definitely were talking about Spider-Man on pod.
Did
It's
we
okay.
talk about
It's
it on
okay.
pod? Okay,
Yes.
It doesn't matter. It's the
Why
same reason
Spider-Man
why
popular?
he's like super popular is because whenever we watch these movies and we watch these action shows, whatever,
You want to project.
we want to
yourself
project
onto him.
ourselves, and it's so much easier to project yourself on somebody who doesn't have any fucking personality.
Who doesn't emote?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's exactly why he is the perfect action star.
I think
you know
in-
that's yeah.
Have you seen the fourth John Wick yet, RT?
Not yet. I know that it's for sale at Entertain Mart, so I might get it because it's only like
You
$20
should.
there.
It's phenomenal. But the reason that I bring it up in this context is because I think in that entire movie he probably has like a 1 page of dialogue, if
Really?
even that. He says so few words,
Well,
and
see-
it's funny because everyone's still talking to him and at him. It's not like
He's like-
it's not like he's just an observer. Everyone's still talking to him. He just kind of stares at them, and it's amazing.
I need to
like he
watch
just
this.
gives them the fucking like your card declined at Starbucks look.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
And again, I'll speak for Wyatt because Wyatt says the whole Baba Yaga thing was Cool.
No, he said Baba Vega.
Is it?
Being
No, that's a
real
Y.
cool.
No, that's a
Is
Y.
that a Y?
Yeah,
I
that's a
can't
Y.
see because of the red.
Because
Yeah,
of the red
that's why.
squiggly
And
on
then,
the, on
and
the
then,
Word document.
And then,
How
so
do you spell Baba Yaga?
Is
This
that
is
how
how
you
you
spell
spell
You got
Baba
it.
Yaga.
yeah, you got it. Baba Yaga.
It's 2 words, but yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to now circle back to Spider-Man
Yes.
and Spider-Verse specifically
Come.
because no cum yet.
Not yet. We're getting
jumping
there.
the gun.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Foreplay. Foreplay is important.
Got to get them ready.
Pre-cum.
Closer.
Yeah, it depends.
Okay.
It depends.
So-
this is my verbal pre-cum.
There you go.
Previs
My-
jizz.
You know, that's
maybe
what we-
some verbal
yeah.
astroglide in the mix too to make it go in easier.
You know, I've never used Astroglide.
Oh, dude.
See, you
I-
tell me that
I
every
would-
time.
I will just sometimes use Astroglide like whenever I'm
Are
having
we
trouble.
gonna have to mute you,
when-
RT?
Whenever I'm having trouble reaching like my keys in between my car seats, I use some Astroglide, dude. That shit's
You
good.
just use it to reach hard to reach. Like,
It's an
get into
all-purpose,
hard to
like
reach places.
It's an all-purpose. Oh my god, topical solution.
I fucking
That's what I'm thinking
love
of.
that.
I
No,
have
we
a
need to
work story.
normalize that. We need to normalize using like lube just for like
Oh,
everyday
absolutely.
shit.
Because
like,
it's just
you
called
know?
lubricant. Like it's not
Exactly.
called sexual penetration
Yeah,
lubricant.
exactly.
It's
Which,
just lubricant.
and you know what? This is going to be a great segue to what I want to talk about. Go ahead, though.
I have a work story.
have more
about
you need to say?
Astroglide.
Yes. we were not talking about lube before this.
No.
We were talking about lubing up the conversation. Okay, remember.
Okay, that's
so
fair.
I
All right,
just want to say
whatever.
this.
It is great for painting.
I'm
apparently.
actually very glad that you haven't seen Spider-Verse yet.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling pretty much everyone right now, support movies, right? Box
Like,
office,
yes.
whatever. If you like the movies, go see a movie. I'm not going to ever tell you not to explicitly, but I will say if you haven't seen it, wait for the second one to come out because
See,
this
okay,
is not
so-
spoilers. This
yeah.
is not spoilers
Yeah, this
whatsoever.
is what I've heard. I've heard this.
There has not been a larger cliffhanger since Avengers: Infinity War.
See,
And it's funny because comparatively, it's not that large of a cliffhanger.
Right.
But movies have kind of strayed away from the whole to be continued kind
Right,
of thing, right?
right.
To where it is just straight up like you have to see the second one for it to be a complete story. Most movies, even like Marvel movies nowadays,
They
even
wrap
if-
it up.
Even if they
It's
are
gonna
part of
be
a
a
larger
new
story,
story,
right?
right? But it's gonna be a new story
This one
and a new-
just
yeah.
ends in the middle, right? Just straight in the middle.
See, and I
And
love that.
It's
though.
awesome, right? I went to go see the movie with Sunshine.
Yes.
And both
Shout
of
out
us,
Sunshine.
Sunshine. We're gonna get you back on the pod eventually.
Yeah.
My people will reach out to your people.
Yeah, just
We'll
keep
be
your
good.
Check your
keep your
spam.
ringer on. Check your
Yeah,
spam
check your
folder.
spam.
It might be. It's funny. We have a business
Unblock
email.
me.
Yeah, it might be under our business email, but also it might be under definitely not a phishing email at phishingemail.com. I don't know why I made that email. Now that I'm thinking about it, it doesn't matter. It's not a phishing email, which is the funny
Yeah,
part.
so you should totally click on it.
Well,
It
yeah,
says
I
it
don't.
twice. Not a phishing email at notafishingemail.com.
No, it's phishing. It's phishingemail.com.
yeah, it's not a phishing
Oh,
email at
whoops.
phishing.
I don't know.
email.com.
I don't know why
Never
that
mind.
domain was an
Available.
email. Yeah, well, I don't know why they made an email host for it, but it doesn't matter. So we went to go see it, and we were both kind of infuriated because
Yeah, most people were. That's what I've heard. Most people were pissed
in the
off.
best way.
Right.
But
Anxious.
it is a movie where we did not like. I did not get up out of my seat. I did not look at my phone.
You were just
right?
transfixed the entire
Yes.
time. What's
And
the runtime of?
It's like 2:45.
See,
maybe.
that's
Yeah, it's
crazy.
crazy. And
Wyatt, Google that.
and we weren't looking at our phones to see what time it was. We thought we were like, oh, we're like halfway through, right? The movie ended,
Oh my god!
and it was 3 hours.
Damn.
And we
See,
still thought that
and
the movie
now
had
that-
more to go.
That I love,
And
'cause
that's
the fact
how
that,
you know at least it's engaging, even if it's
See,
not good. It's
so-
engaging.
Now I want to hear this. So because I've talked to a few people who have seen it, and one thing is the main things that I've been hearing is one, why the fuck did it? Yeah, 2 hours
2:20.
and 20 minutes, so almost 3 hours. Damn. So it's a good length of film.
They had to switch the reels in the middle, like an old school movie.
Right.
You know, they had to take it off the giant projector.
Yeah, I
and
love
put it
that.
back on.
So two things that I've heard is one, people are pissed off that they ended on such a cliffhanger, and two, I heard that it was kind of downhill in the second half. So okay,
Absolutely not. It depends on your
So
feelings
does it slow
towards
down, though?
movies. It
Right,
does
well,
not slow
'cause-
down though.
Okay.
It does feel now that I know that it ends where it does. Looking back on it,
It's
it
all
feels like mostly set up, but
evenly
it
paced
never slows down.
See, 'cause
That's the nice part.
I don't know what we were talking about. We were talking about a movie, and this was like last night. I was playing some video games with people, and we were in Discord, and we were talking about movies. and I can't remember what we were talking about, and it's going to drive me crazy, but it's fine. And essentially, how many times have we said, Cameron, that we can just enjoy a movie for the sake of watching a movie?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't have to be a super amazing film for me to enjoy it.
Absolutely.
And like
most movies that get released to a wide audience have some redeemable quality that makes them watchable. It is very difficult unless a movie is just straight boring.
Yeah, and
like,
that's it.
It's very hard for a movie to just be like hard to sit through.
And I don't want to go on a huge tangent of movies because we've had these conversations so many times.
There's always new movies.
I know, exactly. But I would much rather a film be exciting and sacrifice realism or just be absurd than to be realistic and boring.
Who goes to the movies to watch real life?
Just go fucking watch a documentary.
And even
and I like documentaries though.
Even
but I like
dramas,
documentaries.
right? Like movies that are dramas, most of the time they are
Yeah,
melodramatic.
which actually,
like they highlight certain parts of life.
Talking about a dramatic or a drama
That's a
that
different
was
tangent.
fucking ridiculous and like done well. Wild Things. We just watched that not too long
Yes.
ago, and God, just fucking absurd.
Like
absurd,
actually,
but in the
that
greatest
movie
of ways.
may be the twistiest movie
Yeah,
I've ever seen
it's
in my life.
twisty,
and,
like,
and
and
that
like-
doesn't stop.
And it doesn't.
Like, whenever
we think it's done,
it's not.
It's
and
not.
there's 5 more twists, and it's
literally,
great.
it's so good. Have you seen Wild Things?
Did you? You weren't here.
No,
whenever
he
we watched
wasn't.
it.
He wasn't.
Yeah, we watched it here.
Yeah,
So
we did. We watched it.
It sounds
here.
familiar, but
It's
really,
got
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon in it. Okay.
Yeah,
Also,
Oh, yeah.
the oh my
I
god, the blonde girls
recognize
in Starship
that.
Troopers too. The blonde girl's a girl from Starship Troopers.
That's right.
Yeah, 'cause we've
Which
been talking
one,
about Starship
Carmen or Dizzy? This one's important.
She's
Is she the
she's
one-
the pilot. She's not the one. in
Carmen.
the
Denny's.
Fuck Carmen.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck you, Carmen. Piece of shit.
Oh
Dizzy
my
was
God.
way better.
I know.
Speaking
but
of good
Carmen,
movies,
Carmen
Starship
could fucking
Troopers.
Carmen could fucking get it. though.
Yeah, I
That's all I'm
agree
saying.
with that.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
I
could
agree with
Dizzy.
that.
Carmen, just for
Carmen's
the record,
bad.
Carmen
was
has never
bad.
killed any bugs. Dizzy threw a grenade into a tanker beetle's mouth, causing its head to absolutely blow up, and survived being mauled by an arachnid after going on a warpath. Like, Dizzy is
I think
legit.
we need to
Speaking of
talk
cool
about the meaning
movies,
of Starship Troopers.
Right.
So Starship Troopers is awesome movie. We
Wow.
referenced it a lot in a training after boot camp, so that's why it was so special to me. That's how I found out about it.
I don't know if
it-
we've talked about this, but RT was in what?
The military.
The military.
I can tell you I was in the military. I can't tell you which specific branch because the branches do not support specific podcasts and stuff like that. So,
That's
Sure.
fair. That's fair. We respect that.
He was in the
yeah, plus,
military.
yeah, once
Yeah.
it gets out, then
Yeah, it could go crazy, and then you get
then I
like
have to be professional.
court-martialed or whatever.
24/7.
Is that it?
No,
Can you still get
not
court-martialed?
really. I want to be careful though because I went back into the reserve aspect of
Did
it.
you order the code red?
I see. Okay.
So I am trying to be
Did you?
careful.
So
Did you order the code red?
No, I did not.
I'm not gonna.
Do you want the
Mountain
truth?
Dew.
You can't handle the truth.
Have you ever seen A Few Good Men?
I okay,
It
not all the way
took me a
through.
second. It took me a good
Oh,
second.
I know
I
what you're
want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Yeah,
It's,
you're
uh,
damn right. I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to get off the movie topic.
So do I.
But
But we
you
cannot
talk about Starship
because-
Troopers,
And that's
Yes.
and then
yes.
I actually have one last thing. That I want
Yeah,
to say.
but I have something that's really exciting. The main actor, Casper Van Dien, he was at Comic-Con along with I forget his name. He was
Yeah.
Hold up,
It's
I
okay,
have
he's
his
just a
name.
oh wait, was
Right
it
Seth Gillen.
I don't know who that was.
yeah, who's Seth
So
Gillen?
he was
Seth
the
Gillen.
one, if you remember, when they were sent back down to Planet P to
No,
go
I
get
don't
the brain
remember.
bug, right?
I just
I
watched
do
this.
remember the.
I just watched
remember
this
the
movie.
brain
It's
bug.
fresh
He
in
was,
my
I was
mind.
literally
he was
just
the one
thinking about
that
this movie,
had
too.
that sacrifice in the bug.
Damn, Casper Van Dien is a sexy motherfucker. Look at
Dude,
that
Yeah,
that-
chin.
dude, I got a picture.
Holy
I got a
fuck.
It's
picture.
insane.
That
He
dude
is-
is just
he is
a
the most-
man.
So shout out Casper Van Dien. Come on the pod.
Oh,
Yes, please.
He is the most down to earth person ever.
bro. God, he's a good looking man.
I
He's
know.
a guy,
Holy
dude.
shit.
So this
that is
is-
a guy.
Him embarrassing.
He
I was-
literally
Holy
looks like a
fuck.
fucking GI Joe in Starship Troopers.
Dude,
I don't know
literally.
if you remember.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since I've seen it, but like, holy shit.
So you want to hear the dumbest or the most embarrassing
God.
thing that's happened to me so far? I am at Comic-Con just to see him because that's how special the movie is. And I
Yeah.
said, hey, Max, my younger brother, you're coming with because it's going to be your first one, right? So we're going there. I'm looking for a friend of mine, and I didn't figure he would be out doing photos or anything like that because he's a better-known actor. I walk right past him, And of course, in my helmet, I've got 3 inches of spray foam on it to keep it sitting on my head, so I can't hear anything. And because of the way it sits, I can't see anything. Walk right past him. I hear Wyatt yelling, "Hey, idiot!" I turn around, and there he is standing. He's like, "Your Starship Trooper walked right past me. Don't even say nothing."
Good.
So we have the most awkward exchange at first. You're like, and then I go back and we talked to him for about probably 45 minutes, and it wasn't us like trying, to waste his time or anything. He was pressing for conversations, and he's telling us about movies and projects, and
I love that.
super down. This is like, the saying.
What a guy.
Well, yeah,
He
what
was
a
really
guy.
cool. You know the saying, "Never meet your heroes"? This did not apply there.
That's great.
We love whenever it doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I got his autograph. He was charging for pictures and autographs, but he asked to take a picture with me because I was dressed up like a Starship Trooper, like him, because of the orange on the helmet, because he killed the tanker bug, got orange all over. I had to include that.
Yeah.
So he asked to take a picture with me, so he didn't charge me for the picture.
No.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's super down to earth.
Yeah,
so
apparently Wyatt said you squealed like a little girl.
We walked away. Of course, I had my composure right. Walked away. I was like,
As soon as you got out of
I gotta walk off the embarrassment, and then went back over there, got the autograph, and I was like, I got his autograph. Sorry if that was in the mic. The only time I did that,
it was. Yeah, it's okay.
The only time I did that ever before was my first Comic-Con when I met the original Gorn from Star Trek that Captain Kirk fought.
Yeah.
I broke the Space Marine character so hard, going, "You're the Gorn! Of course you can take my picture!"
Meanwhile, I was just like, "Mr. Estrada, can I take a picture with you?"
I'm here because my mom asked me to.
The best.
Dude, I still can't believe you told him
Oh,
that.
dude, you know that he gets that a lot. Eric Estrada.
I know, but I could see him deflate a little bit because, yeah.
Oh, no. Well, it doesn't matter because I'm giving him money.
Eric.
And also, love the guy. What a guy.
What was Erica in?
Fucking the joke that will never die. Doesn't matter. Oh, whenever you.
Oh, no,
I
heard this pod.
No.
Yeah, this is
whenever you were bringing up the other guy in Starship Troopers, I was about to be like, "Oh, Eric Estrada."
Yes, I almost did.
I decided not.
But to be fair,
I almost defaulted on it, but then I had to bring up the fact.
To be fair, I kind of forgot his name. I couldn't remember what his name was.
Oh my god!
Eric Estrada.
And you're saying I did too.
Okay, good.
No, I didn't forget it because I could never forget something so important to me.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
At the same time, whenever you're like trying to think of a joke on the fly, you're like, "Oh fuck,
Yeah.
And it came to me like immediately after.
Frick
Yeah,
you,
'cause I
Wyatt. I was
Googled
like
it.
a manly girl, not a little girl.
Doesn't matter.
Like a
I
little
definitely
manly
squealed
girl.
like a manly girl.
Like
I didn't squeal like a little girl.
Like a slightly
Which,
below average little girl.
Which
Yeah.
like division of sports would they put you in?
probably volleyball, but the woke one that lets the.
Whoa, no. Oh my god.
Wow, we gotta cut that out.
We're
We
gonna
gotta
cut that one. We're gonna cut that one. Yeah.
Oh, man. I mean, I set you up for it. I don't have any control over that. It's fine. We're cutting that out.
That's on you. Yeah.
Women's water polo, but you notice an extra bulge in one of them.
Don't double down on that. We're gonna have to cut all.
This isn't KFC. No double downs.
Exactly.
Okay. Oh yeah. Movies. Last thing.
Yeah. Last thing.
So, A Few Good Men.
Yeah.
That movie is probably the movie that I have seen quantitatively the most in my life.
I
probably have seen that movie more than I have seen almost any other movie.
Wow.
Because
that's actually kind of
was
crazy.
always on in my household.
Oh, okay.
My
I
father
thought you really enjoyed
my
it.
father.
Yeah. I know your dad.
Still to this day.
Yeah.
Because it reruns on certain TV networks all the time.
It's such a good movie.
It's good.
Like, it is a well-made movie.
I had only ever watched it in segments, and I've probably only still seen it in like 3 major segments because like you're just catching different parts of it on TV, whatever.
Yeah,
or I'm like getting home and my dad's watching it
and
on
I think
DVD
that's
or
exactly
something, right?
how I've seen it because like the only part that I've seen that I know of is the court scene.
Yeah,
that's the only
it's
thing.
Actually, very funny. That's almost lending credence to the idea that we live in the Matrix because if you're catching that movie on TV. Doesn't matter
always
when
the court
it's running.
scene.
It's always the court
It's
scene.
always the court
doesn't
scene.
matter.
Yeah.
It literally doesn't matter when you turn it on. But I have probably seen that movie all the way through a total of 0 times.
Yeah, same.
But I've probably seen it in its entirety segmented, probably
Several
like
times.
in triple digits. Like
Damn.
it's insane.
I've
like,
seen it
so weird.
I've
That's
seen it
wild.
all the way through probably 20 plus times, and I only remember the court scene. I'm pretty sure the rest of it just doesn't exist.
It's a fine movie.
It's weird.
You.
If it was any other actors though delivering it, why did I just get louder?
Well, because there's a volume knob.
Hello, this is your artificial intelligence. I'm replacing a ridiculous audio that RT put into his microphone. Please enjoy the rest of the pod. Thank you for listening.
Oh, don't do that.
Thanks.
If it was any other actors delivering that scene, I don't think it would have held up as well. Because
Jack Nicholson and Tom Cruise.
He's just good, man.
Jack Nicholson especially.
That back and forth. There's actually very few like powerful monologues back and forth between characters. There are very few that I can think of that
would be a
capture that same
dialogue,
energy.
not a monologue. Monologue means one person.
It's basically 2 monologues.
Yeah, because they just talk at each other.
They're basically giving
They
speeches.
just talk at each other.
Yeah.
But like, just that court scene, just the way that
Also,
they
don't
were it.
fucking mansplain to me on my podcast.
Yeah, exactly. This is our podcast. Unplug him.
No, and you everything that you said is null because you are so unprofessional. Yelling
Hello, replacing more awful noise.
as you're being turned up. I can't believe you. Muted. You're going to
I
press a
unmuted
wrong
myself.
button there.
Yeah.
No pressing buttons.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of another one that I think is just like...
There aren't very many that come to mind off top.
I know.
You know, like I know that there are some. If I was given a chance to think about
I'm thinking
them,
of like
but
Good Will Hunting because I
Goddamn.
love Good Will Hunting.
Ooh, a really good one is Godzilla. Speaking of Godzilla,
Great segue.
Wow, yeah.
Great
Once again,
segue.
we have only professionals on this show.
This is great. This is
God
great.
damn it.
I love this. Oh, we caught him
Fine.
snorting.
Not every Josh, we have to remember. Here. Can you mute RT again really quick? Is there a deafen button? Can you
Yeah.
turn
Can you deafen
turn
it?
Can you turn his headphones off? It's okay, Josh, we forget not everyone has a podcast. We do this way too much.
Way too much.
It's fine. Okay, you can come back now. You
Yeah,
can bring him
yeah.
back.
Bring him back.
Bring him back
Bring
into
him
the room.
back. All right, RT's back. Whoa.
I wish that real life was like a Discord sometimes where you could just move someone into a different
deafen
channel
and then
yeah,
just say
deafen 'em.
something. Yeah.
I would like that.
Well,
Right.
guess who's not going to be back until season 3, maybe season 4.
I'm thinking like we give him a 1 season like probation period. He can't
Exactly.
be on.
Yeah.
Definitely season 4.
Oh
Okay.
my God. Okay.
Nope, you're not on. You are not on.
Yeah,
right
you
now,
are
buddy.
not on. No. You do not touch my mic. You don't touch my mic.
You are in air gel right now.
Yeah.
that's okay. I can speak loud enough to pick up in all the mics.
Yep, season 5 it is.
Absolutely.
Season 5
Yep.
it is. Wyatt said he's not coming back till season 5.
Okay.
Okay. Put him back on.
Yeah. Get him back in here.
Okay.
This
Godzilla.
is revenge for keeping me up all those nights.
Godzilla.
Yeah.
You loved it.
Yeah.
I did not.
It was like
I had work.
early access.
All right, so while driving to Comic-Con, Wyatt and myself got in the debate of how much would Godzilla come.
None because he's a reptile. I'm Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'm the fun
Except-
police.
Except
do-
in the early Godzilla comics, he was actually a dinosaur,
Which is a reptile,
Godzillasaurus,
isn't it?
It's a
which was
bird.
it's more bird-like, yeah.
What,
The big separation is the hips. You have
childbearing
reptile
hips.
you have lizard hips, and you have bird hips. The theropod
So-
dinosaurs that later evolved.
Or
to
as I like
birds.
to call them, lips and bips.
Wait, real quick
Yes.
though. Like, do reptiles not jizz? Do they lay
They
eggs?
do.
They fertilize eggs, technically.
How do they do that if they don't come?
It's
They-
not like semen.
What is it?
I don't fertilizer.
What do they shit all over the eggs?
I think it comes from their like dick equivalent.
Do lizards have penises?
They have
What are their
cloacas.
genitalia? I don't know what that is.
Cloacas.
Lizard
is what
genitalia.
they're called. They're
Cloacas.
I
weird.
don't know what that is.
It's like the same
Describe it.
same
like a
hole for
lizard
everything.
penis.
It's one hole for everything.
Do
you know how
reptiles
birds
come-
shit and piss and do everything out of one orifice?
Wait, say that again.
Cloaca. Birds shit and piss out of one hole.
I did not know that.
There you
I'm
go.
learning a lot today. Wait, what? Just search reptile genitalia.
Do reptiles have penis?
That's not how you spell penis. It's okay.
It's okay.
He's
dyslexic.
Okay. So I have some very big calculations going off the fact that Godzilla was a dinosaur.
So, and
right?
real quick, we need to give some context here because if you've
What
heard,
context?
well, if you've heard
Godzilla come context.
Right, but like the reason why, how did this debate come up? Because like in one of our like recent episodes, we did an ad lib game or where we like added on like words.
Oh, and we were talking.
And
the Godzilla
yeah, I see
comes.
what you're
Exactly. Yeah, and this came about because we ad libbed.
I don't remember.
I don't remember
it
it
just
either.
ended up with Godzilla
destroyed
coming.
a very Chinese a very Chinese building was destroyed when Godzilla come.
Yep, exactly. That's it.
Wow,
And
that's
we're
a
like,
true fan right
Yeah,
there.
that's what I was
Hold up.
gonna
Wait.
say.
Okay, season 4. He's
Season
back on
4, he's
season
back.
4.
Yeah, you're back.
That's minus
We were
one
like-
season.
But like later half. You're coming in later half.
We were like, could Godzilla unlock his third special move, Cum Blast, and destroy a very Chinese-looking building? So we're like, well, first we got to calculate the size of God.
I can't believe we said that.
we are.
We're hilarious.
We're actually comedy geniuses, I think.
So basing off of a dinosaur genitalia, what's estimated off of a T-Rex, Godzilla would have a 61.44 foot penis.
And believe it or not, that's below average for them.
Oh my God, it's okay. He's a grower, not a shower.
He's a grower, not a
King
shower.
Kong would also have another one, Goji Center. They already did the calculations for that.
of
It's pretty
course,
fun.
because he's
Anyways.
How big is that? Because I heard that gorillas actually have really small penises for their
Yes,
size.
Proportionally to their
Harambe
body.
would have
Proportionally.
had 2.5 inch when fully
poor
erected.
guy.
When fully erected,
Yes.
feels bad,
How
dude.
did they do anything with that?
Well,
Because
they're
gorillas got big
they're
asses.
very flexible. They're really flexible. They just scissor. Like they have to scissor just to make it happen.
They invented the Kama Sutra.
Ooh.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back at
someone,
it.
Someone back in the day was just looking at
Just
monkeys fucking.
monkeys fuck.
And they were like,
They're
"That's
like,
a good idea." actually.
wow, I never thought about that.
Been doing missionary my whole life.
We're gonna call this the banana split.
Oh, I knew that one. Yep.
All
I
right,
just saw that one
Yeah.
coming from a mile
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
Just like Godzilla come.
Yes.
Back to the Godzilla come.
So, excellent segue. So, using some known factors such as an ostrich, big numbers equal easier math, Godzilla would come, if he followed the avian route, which
Yes.
is the birds, 79.252, so about 80 gallons of cum per squirt.
Nice. Per
If-
squirt. Not just per load.
If
per
we went
squirt.
And you know there's a couple of them.
Yeah,
there's at
just
least
little
three,
boots,
three or
little
four.
boots.
Like,
now, going through,
Well, it would make a noise too because it would be like a sphincter.
well,
opening
think
and
about
closing.
Yeah.
think about
So
how
loud.
it should be like
but the noise wouldn't be the worst part
Break the
because
sound barrier with your
going
cum.
through what I figured was a safe kind of urethral opening for something of that size comparatively
I hate
would
urethral
be like
opening.
probably a 2-inch line, 2.5-inch line would be about 1,356 pounds per square inch of force. But Godzilla is also aquatic. So, aquatic animals. What?
wait, with a height of H of 600 inches.
This is a lot of
Well,
math.
I'm not gonna. I don't care.
Yeah, So at
17,
50
17.4 inches.
Oh wait, okay. This is
50
King
foot
Kong.
tall
This is
King
King
Kong
Kong.
dick.
Okay.
This is King
We'll
Kong
get back to
dick.
this. We'll get back to this.
So,
Yeah.
a blue whale comes about 500 gallons. I chose that
Yes.
because
I did actually.
I did know that,
I
too.
knew
Yeah.
that they came a lot.
So,
A lot.
I didn't know the number, but I knew it was a fuck ton.
It was a lot.
yeah.
Hey yo,
It's actually-
Tone,
it's-
this fucking
Hey, yo, Tone,
whale's
you see
coming
this
all over
fucking
me.
lot.
You see this fucking blue
I
whale
don't know.
over here?
I don't know how much it is, but it's a fuck ton.
It's a fuck ton.
Fuck ton of cum. Okay.
So, Godzilla would probably have come closer to that amount.
Came.
Come.
Come.
Jizzed. He would have
Cummed closer.
produced the baby batter in that volume proportionate to his body. I did not save those numbers because I wasn't thinking about it because I was driving a car trip, stuff like that.
He was
But-
doing these calculations while driving.
Doing
ladies
the
and gentlemen.
calculations on a line twice as big as the previous one for that amount with the same speed, he would have hit with 86,931.25 pounds per square foot of force. Not pounds per square inch,
You
pounds
could
per square
destroy
foot.
a Chinese
Well,
looking
see, I
building
feel
with
like that would probably go through the building and go through go to the one behind it, right?
And then
Yeah.
Josh asked the good questions. How big is an Olympic swimming pool? Godzilla, if proportionate to a blue whale, would have come enough to fill up half of an Olympic-sized swimming
and
pool.
just so you guys know, because we did Google this before, 660,000 gallons is what fills up an Olympic-sized swimming pool.
Jesus.
So even though it's
come-
not full, there's definitely enough in there that you go
I mean,
swimming.
that's quick math. That's 330,000 gallons.
It was
Exactly, it was
like
like 370.
300 and No, it was like
thought you said-
347, I think.
Oh, I thought you said okay.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's still a
at
lot.
that point.
It was a fucking lot.
Doesn't
But
matter.
I did the
Holy crap.
calculations, and what did I say average one-bedroom apartment was?
oh, like 5,000 gallons.
Yeah, it was like 5,000 gallons of
For-
space in
for
a
like a
one-bedroom
one bath.
apartment.
If he comes anywhere near LA or New York,
Yeah.
all those studio apartments,
Well,
they're gone.
See,
Yeah,
the
they're
thing
fucked.
Because here's the thing is that I was thinking about. Because Godzilla's pretty tall.
He's not
So-
he's not eye level with us.
He's not eye level with us, right?
Sure.
You know what I mean? And so if he came and it went in into a shorter building and it went through the top and it stayed in there, like it would definitely collapse just because of the weight of all the cum. You know,
Yeah.
like because it would fill
That's
up
a lot of cum.
It would fill up like the entire top.
Imagine
floor,
9/11.
but with cum.
But with Godzilla and cum.
But Godzilla cum.
Mr. President, there's been a second load. okay, I have to
Get
stop.
my defenses
I'm stopping
on the
there.
horn.
I'm
We
stopping
gotta
there.
do-
But yeah,
And
no.
then looking at that very Chinese-looking building, that's child's
would
play
go
for
bye-bye.
Godzilla.
That would
Yeah.
absolutely get wrecked.
God damn.
Yeah.
I love those math numbers.
Yeah, appreciate
and
you.
King Kong apparently would have like a 17-inch long dick.
Yeah,
If the numbers would be proportional to a real gorilla's.
Yeah, well,
which
'cause
is
how tall is-
absolutely depressing.
that can't be real though, because it
I
said
mean,
600 inches. It said 600 inches. How many feet is 600?
well, you don't know
inches?
what math they were doing there. What number?
Like
they were
50
plugging
feet.
in.
How tall is Godzilla? Is he
It
only
was in-
50 feet?
No, he's taller than me.
Are you sure? Google
Yes.
it.
He's shorter than Godzilla, I believe. But he's
Well, yeah,
still,
but Godzilla's like 300 feet.
he's fucking tall.
Fucking
It's a fucking tall lizard tone. Oh my god, he's just all
Longest
over New
human
York.
dick.
Ah, fuck.
Longest human dick. Well, what you can't. Why would you Google that? Why are you googling that?
Hey,
Safe
wait.
search.
What is
on.
it? What is it? Well, like now you got me 18.9 inches.
Watch as a man with the world's longest willy measures his ... Wow.
Wow.
I wonder what he's measuring.
Kate, how tall?
dot,
How
dot, dot.
tall is Godzilla or not Godzilla?
You touched my
King
dot,
Kong.
dot.
How tall is King Kong? Because I'm pretty sure. I've seen a comparison.
from canon to canon.
Yeah,
could
are you
actually
going by
be-
the Peter Jackson one or the current MonsterVerse
Who's the tallest one?
Probably MonsterVerse.
That would be my mother.
Whoa, self burn.
Hey, well, you know.
I mean, wait. No.
yeah,
We're
'cause
not cutting that out.
RT is also talking about Wyatt's mom there. How many times bigger is King Kong than a normal gorilla? How is King Kong on average?
400.
I love like Yahoo answers
is
in these
King
sites. They're so good. How is King Kong on average?
You know, he's
King
had
Kong
better
saying,
days.
I'm doing pretty
He's
good, I
okay.
guess.
24
Day-to-day.
feet. 40 to 50 feet tall. Set scaling to be 24 feet tall in New York. Okay.
So
Oh,
they
that's
rescaled him for
that's
the
the Peter
movie.
Jackson
Right.
one.
So he would look better in different
whatever.
environments.
We'll say 40 to 50 feet. So yeah, that
Sure.
checks out.
That's pretty good. I like that. So
Yeah.
I think a 17
probably
inch
have
long
like a
dick
24
would
inch.
would be adequate.
No,
Not adequate, but like proportional to a gorilla's size.
Right.
Have we ever seen a
That's
female
sad.
Kong?
A thong.
Like I don't know what size he's got. There ain't no Mrs. King Kong.
I
I
don't
That's
don't
why
think
they're
it
extinct.
matters.
That's why they're
I don't
extinct.
think it- Oh shit.
gorillas aren't extinct.
The Kongs, you
It doesn't change
motherfucker.
anything.
He's like the last of the Kongs, bro. That's
Well,
like the
yeah.
whole thing.
King
But
Kong
not the
come
last
up
of the
to a regular
gorillas. He's
gorilla,
proportionate
say,
to the-
"This gonna hurt."
Do you understand?
I
Okay,
understand what you're saying, but
It's
like
okay.
your arguments don't make sense.
Well, maybe
Because
maybe
if-
it's smaller proportionally. Have you? Okay, so let's break it down even further, right? He's a dude. King Kong is
Yeah.
a dude in all
Yeah.
of these movies.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
It's not
We don't see
Queen
his
Kong,
dick.
is
We
it?
don't see his dick.
You're
So
right.
there you go. Wow. Maybe
It's
it's
not
just
big.
actual micro. He has an innie.
It's an innie.
There you go. Like that's what I'm saying. Is that like it is just underneath that tuft of fur
Yeah.
on his crotch.
Sad.
Poor
Feels
guy.
bad.
No wonder
Wow.
he's so full of rage.
Yeah, exactly. No,
Wants to
no
Fuck
one.
a human.
And you know what's
woman.
crazy is he could totally fuck a human woman.
Okay, we're not.
He could.
Not.
Like that's like, dude.
he does have a point there.
like the
Who, King
the
Kong?
lady could
Come.
Ayo.
the lady could probably take it because I've seen some videos on the internet.
Okay. Oh, bro.
Wyatt, I need
yeah.
you to look up how much do gorillas come, and then we can scale it up and see
Please.
just how fucked this
No.
person
Okay.
who rolled a nat 20 on seduction for Kong.
Yeah, the average.
I wish to fuck the giant monkey.
Bro, the average.
He's a top.
The average gorilla dick size is 1.25 inches.
R.I.P. to those guys.
Wow.
Oh shit, I was really hyping up Harambe there.
Damn,
Evolution
you did.
only exists because we wanted.
Well,
bigger
and
dicks.
that's why they killed Harambe. He was getting too strong. They were gonna he had too big of a dick. 2 inches.
That's
man.
actually why he was in the zoo. He was a case study for world's largest gorilla dick.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Gone too soon.
Gone way too soon.
Do we want to have like a memorial service for
Let's
him?
have a moment
on the
of silence.
In like
let's
whenever
have
it
a
comes
moment of
closer to his
silence anyways.
anniversary of death.
Sure, we
We
can
should.
do that. We can all do it. We can do this podcast, and we'll have our dicks out.
Ooh, I like that.
I like that too. Wyatt's getting too
Not
excited.
yet.
When did he die? I know it was 2016.
It was like summer too, so it's coming out.
Oh, it is coming up. What if it? Well, dude, what if today is?
I'm whipping
What if
my
it
dick
just so
out.
happens?
I'm whipping
This
my
is
dick
so
out.
sad. Alexa, play Despacito.
No, that's copyrighted. RT.
You can't do that, man.
You
See,
can
this
play-
is
you can play about that much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't play any more.
I
than
hate
that.
you so much.
May 28th.
Oh,
So
we
we missed
fucking
it.
missed
We fucking missed it.
I missed it.
Sorry, Harambe. He's looking down.
Why
at
is
us.
that the picture they chose of him?
Is that? I don't even think that's actually Harambe.
I bet it is.
You think so?
I bet it is.
He's a
Dude,
good-looking gorilla.
that would be fucked up. He's the one that started this whole downhill from here sort of shit that's been happening. These
Yeah,
I do think that
exactly.
is the point in which timelines diverged.
See,
and
I've
we're
heard
not
that.
the first people to fucking
No.
say that, obviously, but I do think that is like a pivotal.
Harambe-
If you watch The Flash, there are several moments in that movie where the timelines diverge in that exact same way.
Harambe is Gorilla Grodd confirmed?
Confirmed.
No, I think it made everything worse by him dying, not better. In another universe, maybe.
Yeah,
Technically,
yeah.
if we're
Grodd
going
is
by
first.
multiverse.
Is Gorilla Grodd in the new Flash?
Goel Guad.
Shut up.
He's
Gorilla Grodd.
widowy not in a movie.
Wait till he hits the Guidito.
I knew that was coming. Just like Godzilla.
You know what? If I'm setting up these T-balls for him to hit, and he doesn't say things about other human beings, it's fine. He can say, "What are we hitting the Gwitty?"
What are we hitting?
As long as we don't have to
Gwitty?
censor out more jokes.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, I think that this is hey, but let's also do a shout out because we made it this far into like how many? What episode is this? Like 33,
We're getting up there.
32, 33, and that's the first time we've had to censor a joke.
I'm proud of us.
Right? We're damn.
not
And
that
it wasn't
Who'da thought?
even you
We
guys.
aren't that edgy.
No,
You're right.
we're not like Filthy Frank levels of edgy from back in the day.
Yeah.
If the worst we say is retard,
Yeah, that's
I'll
not
take it.
bad. Which maybe we're talking about like an engine of some kind. Don't engines have retarders in it?
brakes.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that what
Retarded brakes.
retarders are?
Yeah,
Or we could
Yeah,
be talking
see?
about fire
puts
extinguishers.
pressure on the engine. and
Wyatt
starts
actually
to
has
work
my
as well.
back today, and of course it's the day that he doesn't have a fucking
Yeah,
microphone.
so you could be making all of this up. In fact, you are.
Yeah.
Wyatt's not even sitting there. I'm
fire
behind the computer.
retardant.
Retardant.
That's fire
Yeah, that's a fire
extinguisher.
extinguisher. Yeah, exactly.
So
And
we
then
could be
they
talking
like
about whatever.
and they have like fire retardant like suits and stuff, right? Exactly.
exactly.
You know, just because you're retarded does not mean you're bad. Okay. It
just
means
means
you
slow.
you have a very specific use. That's what that means. Okay.
We might have just not found it yet, but there's a use for you.
Yeah.
God damn
For
it.
instance, Wyatt's use is really not
Retarder.
Googling.
Engine retarder.
I do appreciate that you can spell engine and retarder correctly.
I
though.
know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He's had a lot of practice with retard.
He's like, how to tell if you're retarded.
Yeah.
Am I retarded? Retardation test. That's like his
God.
search history.
Man, I feel like one day we need to all take, not today, I want to maybe tee this up a bit more, but we
Yeah.
should take like an am I gay test from
Yo.
like BuzzFeed and just see
I'm
what the
down.
internet
Yeah,
says.
sure. Let's see what the internet says. But actually, so talking about like some tests, because I know we did a psychopath test, right? Which
Yeah,
we all
way back
passed.
when.
Yeah, and we actually all passed.
Flying
But
colors.
And yeah, and I was thinking about that.
I can be trusted with all of your personal information.
Yeah, just email me your credit card numbers and your social security number.
What's your email?
Yeah. What's your mother's maiden name?
What's your email? What's your email?
What's
Charles?
those
my
last
email?
3
I'm not
digits on the
saying
back
it.
of your card?
No, what's your email?
Oh, same page productions LLC at gmail.com.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah, that's my email. Hit us up. Anyway,
And we're making one for RT called
So-
Godzilla's Giant Load at gmail.com. So
yeah. So I was actually thinking about this the other day, and like I kind of got concerned. Not really concerned, but whatever. So
short words. What do they mean?
whatever I want them to. So
Really good for a podcast.
Yeah. Have you ever heard
Yes,
those?
Queen Slay.
Nice.
Why mute him?
Mute him. So I was thinking about this the other day, and like you know how some people have like their inner monologue and stuff.
Yes.
So obviously, like I think you're probably the same. I think we've had this discussion off pod, but like whenever I have thoughts, I have like I have like a conversation in my mind.
Absolutely.
Right? Is that how you do it?
Yes.
Right.
Most of the time, it is a full-on like back and forth.
Right.
Otherwise, one reason why I combine words so frequently, I try not to do it on mic very much, but
Yeah.
I combine words a lot because I I'm actually like trying to condense information quickly, even if there's no reason to.
Right.
I learned that about myself. Like today, I said it out loud, and I'm like, oh, I think that actually makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like quickly interpret information.
Right.
So yes, usually it's a dialogue.
So I was thinking about something the other day, and I do this a lot. And I was thinking about like the relationship that I have with my inner monologue. So it's kind of strange, and I don't know what this says about me, but I kind of view my inner monologue and my external self as two separate people.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
No,
right?
That's so that I understand.
Yeah.
That. But whenever you say it out loud, you're like, oh no, wait a second.
So weird.
No, wait a second.
But like
that's real.
So like I'll have thoughts to myself and I'll be like, oh, we need to go do this.
Yeah.
Or like, oh wow, we really fucked up here. Or wow, we should really try that. And I'll be saying that to myself.
Okay. This definitely has roots in like classical philosophy because it's at least in part the idea that you have several different pieces of yourself, right? Whether you call it an id, ego, superego, doesn't matter. But it does make sense because I almost think that the person inside my head is both my ideal self,
right? Like that's what I want to be. That's my truest,
but also my worst enemy,
right?
Because you can't articulate who you are on the inside it very effectively at all times on the outside, right? Because you can be your biggest detractor. You can be like the voice inside your head that's always down. But at the same time, whenever I am thinking about how to handle things, it is definitely coming from like my ideal self, which is the one inside my head. Even if I can't always put those plans into action, I always have that idealist in me. So absolutely, and what you're saying makes total sense.
Right.
It's very odd that you're articulating it so well because saying it out loud does sound weird if you can't relate.
And that's why I'm like kind of curious as to if anybody else relates to this because I wanted to talk about this. And so the note that I put down to bring this up is my inner monologue and my relationship with it, you know?
Yes.
Because like, again, it's like my inner monologue is probably like maybe not the truest form of myself, but it's always like the most unfiltered, right?
Of course,
like and
genuine.
Like, it's genuine and it's exactly what I want to do and what I want to say. And sometimes I let like the intrusive thoughts, right? Because like I get all those. I mean, everybody does,
yes,
right? But it's just so strange because like again, whenever I did that, and like I do it all the time, of like I talk about myself in the
like a third person,
like,
kind
but
of thing?
It's not even like it's like as I'm two parts,
like a unit,
yeah, like one in the other, and it's we, you know, and it's quite an insane
a quandary.
Yeah, it's quite an insane,
and I guess that is why, like throughout all of history, you see the devil on your shoulder, the angel on the other one,
right?
And if you can't relate to it, if you don't have that monologue that works in that same way, it sounds like you're an insane
and now
person.
That's what I'm thinking about because there are some people who don't think in words, right? There are people who think in like pictures
or just abstract thoughts.
Yeah, in abstract,
together.
Exactly.
Like you don't have to have a through line because I found actually that my brain requires me. This is actually so strange to say out loud. I don't know if I've ever said this out loud. Welcome to therapy.
Yeah,
today.
Holy shit.
Okay, so my brain requires, if I'm thinking a sentence or a statement, that I finish that statement. I cannot go, like, if I try to, like, cut myself off in my brain in the middle of a thought, I will actually, like, develop a headache, like, take psychic damage.
Really?
Yes. So I, like, require that closure with myself, right? So in order to get into like a flow state where I don't have to think and I can just go, it's nearly impossible. Just because once I start a thought, there is a part of my brain that cannot shut it down.
Has to finish.
It's bizarre.
Wow, I bet you I drive you fucking bonkers on this podcast.
Especially whenever I'm in the zone and I can notice it in my own brain. Sometimes it becomes more overwhelming because you're able to identify those things about yourself and then therefore identify it about your surroundings. So yeah, it's very strange because I don't think I've ever said that out loud, but that is absolutely something that I do.
Right.
Like there are certain like mantras even, like not sentences, literally just things that I have like reminders in my own head, right?
Yeah.
But if I don't finish a mantra, I'll drive myself crazy and I have to go back and finish it. I will literally separate myself from whatever I'm doing. I'll close my eyes, take a deep breath, and finish a sentence, like one sentence in my head before I can go function.
That's fucking
awesome. I cannot. And if someone's like talking to me and I'm thinking about something in my head, I'm not going to be like dissociating or distracted, but I will actually start like whispering the words that I'm thinking just to finish my fucking sentence in my head.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, that's an
bizarre.
extreme because like I don't know, like how you've seen Ben 10, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And like that alien, like the cosmic alien or whatever, where he like is
Alien X.
Yeah, Alien X. Yeah, and like how it's like the two masks inside, and they have to have a conversation before they do anything, right? Like, and the two masks have to have a conversation and agree.
What the fuck? Why is Ben 10 philosophical?
Right,
now?
bro.
Oh my god.
But like, dude, so literally, that's what I feel like. It's like I have two masks, and one is me, and one is like my inner monologue.
Oh my god.
And we like discuss things. Like I will have full on conversations with my inner monologue, and like.
I hate unpacking this right now because this is like revelatory,
dude. Right?
And we are watching in our periphery. We're watching RT and Wyatt
just
bickering
fucking bickering.
Off mic,
yeah, exactly.
And we're like having this entire like epiphany. Oh my god, it's fucking insane. Like 1 second, men, please.
Anyway,
holy shit.
Bro,
I feel
right?
like I'm not learning about myself because I've known these things about myself, but saying them out loud,
it's
just bizarre.
It is bizarre because, and literally, when I had this thought, getting out of a fucking shower, because like I was like, dude,
classic,
isn't it though? And I can't even remember what the thought was, but I was like, oh, I need to go do something, and I was like, oh, we need to go do this, and I was like, whoa, why did I just say we? And I'm like,
yep.
And then I was like, oh, that's, and then I thought about it more over the past few days.
You kind of analyzed.
Because this was a few days ago, and I put it in my notes, like, and I went back and I revised it, and I was like, no, it's like a relationship. Like,
basically,
I have a relationship with my inner monologue, and it's a discussion, and it's like sometimes like I win, sometimes the inner monologue wins, and like it convinces me, and like,
it's
dude,
it's
literally a debate,
yeah.
and it's just, it's so bizarre.
Yeah,
it's just such a bizarre thing to think about.
It does make me feel significantly less alone whenever you say it like that.
Yeah.
Though, because that is absolutely, especially the way that you're describing it, that is absolutely how I would define it.
Well, see, and I wonder how
So
many people are listening to this and are like, oh my God, these guys are fucking nutcases made for each other.
Probably quite a few.
Yeah.
Just because I know for a fact that quite a few people that I like associate with closely and I care about closely and would call like friends.
Yeah.
They probably don't process information the same way.
And I can't think of anybody else that I could see that like does that, because like
not consistently,
and like,
right?
Because
I feel like
people
have like those quandaries with themselves, right? But whenever I actually, it's quite odd. I'll back up a second. Whenever I wake up in the morning, there is a brief period of time where I have like that kind of like grogginess, that clarity, right?
Yeah.
And I can almost kind of be in like this weird like flow state haze kind of thing where I'm not thinking, right?
Yeah.
But this is so bizarre. Once again, saying it
bro,
out loud.
and actually,
whenever I feel a thought coming on, I haven't had a thought. I can it's like a feeling that you can't describe.
Yeah.
You can feel a thought coming on. It's like a weird bubbling up. Whenever I feel it coming on, it's like a dam bursting in my mind every morning. Because once I start thinking for the day, I don't stop until I go to sleep.
Yeah.
But there's a weird moment, like a grace period, where I'm not thinking in the morning and I can feel thoughts coming into my mind. It's like computers waking up.
It's so, dude, that's weird.
It's so weird.
I fucking love that. I love that. God
Quite
damn.
bizarre. And but where I was going with this, I guess, is that it does sound just insane whenever you are articulating it out loud.
Right. Yeah. And see, that's like that
very
thing. Like, because, dude. And
because
it's like,
most people probably don't
know.
Don't do that daily.
Yeah.
Like they can either just not think about things, or
Right.
they might have like struggles with themselves, but not very frequently.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We can bring these guys back in. Like, what do you guys have think about this?
Yeah. How do you guys process information?
Yeah.
I would actually can you articulate how your brain
how
functions?
you think and how you come up with thoughts and decide on actions that you're gonna do?
Or are you just
He's just going
piloted by desire?
Come.
Nice. I haven't heard a word of what you guys have said the last few minutes. Do I need to censor anything?
The boys have been pantomiming blowjobs.
Well, actually,
Yeah. I don't even know
The only
what.
thing we went over, Wyatt, to fill you in, was the origin of condoms, like their popularity. So the Navy
Wait. Hold the phone.
So,
this is
historical-
Not, this is not
histor-
RT Fact Hour. Absolutely not.
This is absolutely
No.
Do you see how he's coming during our podcast?
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
see this? Season
Nobody
5.
touches the pod track except for Wyatt.
And sometimes Cameron whenever Wyatt's not acting fast
And
enough.
only me whenever I do sound effects.
I
my
love
God.
the fact that we were having this entire conversation and RT's just like, so the origin of
Condoms. Yeah.